on Rick at Ealingfield Farm, day 35 of our 100-day homestead challenge. Good morning, chickens. Get you guys some food. There you go. And what's going on with your water? Well, go on. It is a little bit chilly this morning. Pretty raw. A little windy. No snow yet. I guess it's supposed to start tonight. Hello, Luke Skyhopper. Hello. We keep them in the house at night. Still get kind of cold, and he gets lonely. Got to get him a friend. So, there you go. All right. So, yesterday we started working in the garden and getting the rows put in. I got about halfway, and my shoulders are feeling it today. A lot of digging, even though we tilled it so much. It's still pretty packed and clumpy. So you can see, started. I got about a third of the garden to go, but this is I mean, it's dirt, but it still needs some work. But we did get a load of compost delivered yesterday. I got 5 yards, and this is much better to look at. It'll definitely help the garden with what it needs. And then I had them dump a couple of the yards here, and as we pull out the pond, dig out the pond and the footings for the barn, we're going to add that dirt in this area, and then we'll spread this all out, and then we'll get our sunflowers planted next month. So I did the rows this way for a reason, and a lot of people want, their nice long rows, 100 feet long, and that's fine. But you got to remember, when you're doing your garden or doing really anything on your homestead, look at the environment around you and how that's going to work in your favor. So in this instance, our lawn slopes down. So if I would have done a big row right here, any water coming from that slope would have got stopped at that first row, where this way it'll trickle down into the garden as a whole and help water everything. So just something to keep in mind when you're designing really anything, gardens, barn, layout of your homestead, is look at the natural layout of the land. And if you don't have to change it and you can work with it, that's the better way to go about it. So, and that's, kind of what we're doing, So part of that whole regenerative agriculture is, working with the land and not against it. So, and then today's project, it is cold. I don't feel like hoeing any more rows today. And we're just going to get that snow coming soon, tonight. But so I'm going to start on the footings on the barn today. And what we're going to do, we got some cinder blocks, and I'm going to build it in sections because I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough time to get the whole barn done before the goats come. And I really need to get it up. So we got the blocks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build this section here, which will be mainly the stalls, and then we'll get that up. That'll be our first focus, and then we'll add on the walkway part, and then add on the back stalls. But at least we'll have the stalls ready for what we need, and then the goats can come in and stay warm and safe at night. We don't really need, a milking room right off, or milking area, because they're not going to be in milk till next year or the year after. So you know, that's not a priority. So shelter is the priority. And I did pick up some 4x4s and some 2x3s down the cedar mill. So the main goal today is just going to be getting the footings in place. I'm going to dig it out a little bit. I'm going to bring up some gravel that we have, and then a little crushed stone, and then we're going to set the bricks on that. With the size of it, I'm not too worried about it shifting, and it should be fine. And the way I put things together, they never come apart, so it should be good. But that is today's plan. All right, so I brought up a little crushed stone, a little bit of gravel, and I'm going to start with this corner. This is the lowest one, so I'm going to dig it out a little bit, put in some of that gravel, cover it with the crushed stone, and we'll get that corner square and level. And then once that's done, we'll go off of that one to get everything else leveled up. Okay, so that first one's square, pretty easy. Only dug down about 4 inches below the sod, and then put in some fresh gravel and then the crushed stone, and that's going to help it drain, so you're not going to have frost build up in those areas. So I could have gone deeper, but I know the more I go, I'm just going to hit rock and root. And for the size of the barn, it should be fine. It's just an oversized shed, really, so it's not going to go anywhere, and we're going to have quite a few blocks under it, so I'm not worried about the foundation at all. So I got a line across, and then this will be the front wall. This way I can get all the bricks lined up the way they need to, and then once I get the front wall done, we'll go back off of that. Alright, so I got the first four blocks in, and they're all leveled up, and I did string the line, and it's not perfectly straight. It is close, and then that's fine because it's going to overhang just a little bit, so it'll work out the way it needs to. And then if I need to, once I get the first deck on, I can shim it up as I need. It might settle a little once the weight's on it, but it should be fine. So I'm going to continue going this way, and then Sarah's going to bring home some more blocks. So hopefully I can get all the blocks in place today, at least the main ones, and then I'll probably shim in a couple where I need to, or where I feel I need to. And then if I can get that done, probably tomorrow, depending on the snow, I'll get the first deck on the frame, and then we'll probably get back to it on Monday. And then I'm gonna run some dirt down to the sunflower garden area and get that worked in with the compost, so I can get that ready. So those are today's plans, and then we'll see what the snow does. I'm sure you could see it was snowing on and off. It's kind of blustery. It blew the rabbit hutch right over, so I'll have to get that stood back up. The plan was to bolt that up against the chicken coop anyways, so that won't fall over once it's in place, but we had it over there because I still need to cut the roof off. But so other than that, this has been day 35 of our 100-day homestead challenge. We're starting the barn. This is our biggest project yet, and it's the most needed right now. We got to get it done before the goats come. So everything else is really minimal, but that barn needs to get done. So don't forget about Sarah Sundays. We'll post that Sunday morning. She's going to teach you guys how to make a healing salve that you can use on yourself or your animals. Works really good, all natural stuff, and we'll get that posted. Try to get that posted early Sunday. We are almost at 300 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. If you haven't subscribed, please do follow us on this journey. You know, we still have 65 days to go on this Homestead challenge to see how much we can get accomplished within those 100 days, and we've got a lot done in these first 35, and we're still plugging right along, and we still have tons and tons to do. So please subscribe and follow us as we continue on this challenge, and we'll wrap it up on Father's Day this year, and then I'll probably take a couple days break from recording, because this is a long stretch to record every day, but it's worth it. It keeps me motivated. I enjoy doing these things, and I hope you guys are enjoying them, and that you guys are all getting something out of this. So thank you for watching again, guys. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.